What's up? We're Arundel, hanging out with Semple Size.
Thanks for coming by, guys. Welcome to Melbourne. You enjoying yourselves?
Yeah.
Thanks, man. So the band started off as a solo project, is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. And how did it get? How was it then? How did it get to where it is today as a full band?
Well, it sort of began in the studio, just making a lot of the music, putting it together and from a production point of view, and then it came to a point, of course, where I really wanted to perform it live. There's always been an element of having guest vocalists and guest musicians come in on certain tracks. Simon's pretty much been there from the beginning too, and it's only branched out in about the last 12 months into a full band. But I just really noticed, like, when you make music that has a beat to it, and if that's coming out of a computer live, like, it could sound great, but you don't have that human energy, and you don't really have the, as an audience member, you don't really get to feel it because it's just all the sound is coming from a computer, So yeah, in the last 12 months we've just all banded together and found each other and become what we are now.
You know each other for quite a while?
No. I'm the newest member, and I think it's been about 4 weeks or so.
Yeah.
4 or 5 weeks. Yeah. It's been very inviting.
Excellent.
Thanks, guys.
That's alright.
Simon, how long have we known each other for?
About 7 years now.
7 years.
Excellent. So, and you guys are from sunny Brisbane, I believe?
No? And surrounding suburbs.
Okay, cool. What's the scene like up there? What's Brisbane music like at the moment?
It's new for us in the sense that because being a band and particularly a 5-piece, we're all of a sudden going into a different environment. When I used to do the shows with the laptop and with just guest vocalists coming in, it was more of a kind of, we're looking at the underground arty kind of things, and like there was the Too High festival we played last year, which was really cool, but it was more of it wasn't like a band festival necessarily. But the places we're playing now, it's a good mix of, sometimes we've got to squeeze ourselves into these small spaces because there's a lot of pop-up venues and stuff coming up. And then other ones we get to stretch our wings a bit.
Awesome. Lonely Planet actually said that Brisbane was Australia's best kept secret. Could you confirm or deny? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, best place to be.
No?
It's a well kept secret, no one knows it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's maybe too well kept.
Yeah.
Maybe even Brisbane residents themselves.
We don't even know.
Yeah. Okay, maybe not even on that one. Let us know, please. So you just released an EP, Channels?
Yep.
Cool. Tell us about that.
This is the third EP coming out. It's kind of the next evolution, I guess. Channels, it's sort of got its name from the fact that each of these songs have kind of been, they're always constructed. I know it sounds more poetic to say that songs are inspired, but the way that we kind of been doing this is that they're put together in almost like little short films, and I guess so when they came together in this instance, it's like they're different channels on a TV station, kind of sum it up like that. It's a more upbeat thing this time. Like the last couple of EPs have been a bit more, experimental in their arrangement, the mixing quality and recording, and it's been a lot more collaborative as well this time. I think bar Mary, because we just met her as the EP was being mixed. Everyone's playing on the new EP, and yeah,
Cool.
It's fun to play live too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Really cool. It seems a bit more accessible musically. Was that something that you kind of moved to organically, or was it intentional?
I guess so. There was an element of wanting to put myself and ourselves out there a bit more, in the respect of it's nice for people to feel your music when you make music where they can kind of sit down and zone out or listen to it in their own space. But I was keen to try and be more kind of out there and in people's face and communicating a bit more, instead of going zone out to this, actually having messages through the songs, I guess. Simon probably say about what the songs are about, I guess. Just chucking that your way.
This one, like Lucas says, been all collaborative. the next EP already, even though this one's only just come out, where we write as a band. So yeah, it's like a bridging EP sort of thing. It's in between Lucas and us, and sort of that middle ground where there's Lucas's influence and then a little bit of everyone else's influence in that as well. So it just gives it a bit more variety. And yeah, I think it just adds to the good stuff that he's already doing.
Okay, so that journey from the solo project to a band is kind of still happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Morning Sex and Headache has a pretty interesting outro up in there, a bit orchestral. Can you expand on that?
Well, it's actually interesting the way that came together. I was saying before about trying not to make the songs too sort of like experimental or drawn out, and then I got this string section tacked on the end. But that was actually kind of a decision based on when I wrote the string parts to happen within the song, which do happen in the song. I had written out a series of different little motifs that the string players, when they came over to play it, I wanted them to play each of them, and then I hit rewind and record another one. But the way they read the music was they just played it as one big long piece. And when I listened to it, I was sort of like, well, I guess I'm supposed to chop that up and sample it and put it in the song. And then I just listened to it on its own, and I thought, this has to go in. Like the way they played it, like this was a testament to them as players, because they just interpreted the notes I'd put down with a little bit of guidance, and they performed this amazing piece. So I just sort of thought, well, this has to go on, and therefore this song has to be the last one on the EP, the 7-minute song. Yeah, my interests long term are to always work with the orchestral side of things. I like that there's a freedom in the structure and arrangement you can have in music there. It doesn't have to be 4 minutes, it can be 15 or it can be 60 or whatever. And I like sort of, I guess, keeping that element in music. Like there's some piano music on previous EP, Olive Caves. Always just trying to keep you guessing what's going to happen next, I guess.
They look really good. So there's obviously like a strong kind of visual component happening there. How did they come together?
Simon?
Yeah, well, I guess Lucas and I, we're graphic designers by day, we're not playing music and stuff, so we have a very strong interest in how we appear, and not necessarily how we appear, but like just the music is sort of translated to film, I guess. And I know Lucas is pretty heavily influenced by soundtrack music and stuff like that, so with Chimpanzee, it was a very scripted kind of idea for the video, whereas in complete contrast, both songs just live footage with sort of great editing, and so yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's really quite fun, because we always end up making things that are a bit DIY in the sense that we're so interested in them. And maybe we're control freaks for this, but like we want to be involved in putting things together, and often what that means is that we work with the resources we have. Like Chimpanzee, we filmed under my house. We just set up a little black area for a set, and just brought in props for each scene. And we sort of invested our money in getting the Red MX camera so that it would create this nice feel to the DIY stuff we've done. And similarly with Boat Song, which was filmed in my studio, Jameis, who made the video, we just sort of went, let's just film us playing songs, and then he ended up having a little DMX controlled lasers that were all in time with the song. So we just play, and the lighting would change as the song changed. And yeah, so I guess there's the focus on the visual, and always wanting it to be like not just someone else has just done a visual for us. We've been involved with it because it's all part of the creativity of the project.
What does the rest of the year hold for Arundel?
We've got what, 4 or 5 shows over the next couple of weeks here and there.
Sydney,
Arundel, Sydney, Brisbane for the EP launch, which is going to be cool in an old theatre, basically at the Globe. We'll dress it up, and it's going to be, it's not just another band night. We're going to have a big event that night.
cinema screen.
We've been talking about getting the popcorn.
Yeah.
I think that's important. You know?
That's what we're getting paid in.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I think it's just we're going to do some solid touring over the next, finish up this touring cycle over the next sort of month. Simon's having a sabbatical.
Yeah.
So from there, I think we might dip back into start some writing. I think.
Yeah, there's some before, like start actually writing together, as opposed to the way it's sort of been for everyone joining the band. It's been like, here's the songs, learn them, and now let's play them. Now it'll be let's do stuff together.
Yeah. So I think it's finish this up and get some new music, and probably later in the year come back down to Melbourne, Sydney, play some shows, maybe with those new tracks, and just sort of do almost the opposite to what we've done before, which is there's been a song released, then we go out and play it, whereas we might have some sneak peeks of new stuff, and just see what people think as we go.
Sounds good. Thanks heaps guys for coming in. I'm Rei from Semple.
I don't want to see you